Y'all, it looks like we finally gonna get justice for Shanquilla Robinson, y'all. And what has lifted the hearts and spirits and minds of many people? Shanquilla Robinson's family is back on the second anniversary of their daughter's passing to not only sue the Cabo Six, but also to sue the U.S. government. And I said, see, this is the type of suing we need. Not Diddy being the diddlator, talking about justice has been wrong. Shanquilla Robinson's family actually has a huge case. We're going to get into the details. We also have the video statement that the family made. But Shanquilla Robinson's case, if you guys don't know, we covered it, and we're going to continue covering it until we get justice. Shanquilla Robinson's case is what it looks like when you truly want to sue the federal government, when it truly looked like people took liberties, skirted things aren't adding up. Not the mess that Diddy's talking about. Let's see what true justice actually looks like.
And the federal agencies involved in the case, as her case has thus far resulted in no arrests. WCNC Charlotte's Jessie Pierre was there as family made this announcement. She's here with what they had to say.
For Shanquella Robinson's family, her death is an open wound. It's been 2 years without justice, 2 years without closure.
The fight for justice after losing a child.
We have a hard time grieving. You know, every year we got an anniversary coming up. It never goes away.
Shanquella Robinson was 25 years old when she died after being violently beaten during a trip with friends in Cabo, Mexico in October of 2022. Tuesday, Shanquella's mother, Salamandra Robinson, and her legal team fighting back with a lawsuit.
It has been 2 years, and there's no reason that no one has not been arrested yet, and I need justice for my child.
The lawsuit names all 6 vacation mates, also being called the Cabo Six. It alleges multiple counts of wrongful death, battery, negligence, conspiracy, and emotional distress against them.
And one of them didn't have no sense to stop it or try to help her. They're going to sit there and video it and look at it, and because they all had a part to do with it. They all played a part in her murder, and each and every one of them should be arrested.
Shanquella's autopsy performed in Mexico says she died from a severe spinal cord injury and broken neck. However, back in the States, the autopsy came back inconclusive. The FBI and the U.S. Department of Justice did not find enough evidence to pursue prosecution.
Nothing, in my experience as an attorney, greases the wheels of justice like litigation.
Both agencies also named in the lawsuit for negligence in investigating and mishandling of the case.
The federal authorities have a duty to thoroughly and quickly investigate a claim, and that every day that they delay is justice denied for this family.
To the 6 that was with her. The sooner you come forward, the sooner you take your part in it, the sooner you can go on with your life. Because no matter what, you didn't have the right.
The FBI declined to comment on the pending litigation. Jessie Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.
Okay? Now, first of all, this has been all over the news. This is Charlotte News from WCNC. They actually were the first ones to get a statement from Shanquilla's family. They said the family of Shanquilla Robinson sues the Cabo Six on second anniversary of her passing after their Mexico vacation. Let me just say this, and y'all know it is. I do believe in my heart of hearts after seeing that video, the Cabo Six are guilty as sin and they did something. Just because there was no evidence does not mean that they are not culpable or they couldn't have acted in a more morally righteous manner. Okay? Now, what their actual role is, it looks like the family and those investigators that paid for the GoFundMe. Remember when people are talking trash about they didn't deserve the GoFundMe and where the money going? It's going to that. It's going to justice. The wheels of justice are slow, but baby, they crush evil along the way. They said the lawsuit accuses 6 people vacationing with Shanquilla for her death. It also faults the FBI and the U.S. State Department. The family of Shanquilla Robinson, a Charlotte woman who passed away after being attacked on a 2022 vacation in Mexico, has filed a lawsuit against those vacationing with Shanquilla and the federal government, according to the law firm representing the family. The lawsuit comes on the second anniversary of this woman's passing. The family said we need justice for Shanquilla Robinson. I'm going to play a video with the family's full statement. Salamandra Robinson, Shanquilla's mother, said on Tuesday, "It's been 2 years and there's no reason that no one has been arrested yet. I need justice for my child." Attorney Sue Ann Robinson no relation, filed a lawsuit in the Superior Court of Mecklenburg County, North Carolina, on behalf of Shanquella's mother. She said, as we stand here today, we must confront the reality that those responsible for her murder have not been held accountable. The lack of justice serves as a painful reminder of the vulnerabilities faced by individuals, especially young Black women. Again, the Cabo Six have yet to actually break their silence. I do find it particularly disgusting that after this happened, they went to dinner, they partied, they had a good old time. And when they came back to America, they were literally acting up and getting into fights. Some of them getting into fights in bars, lying, doing all this weird stuff. Again, I don't know what hold or what type of silence pack they have, but it is actually disgusting. Now get this. Listen to the lawsuits. The attorney said the lawsuit accuses 6 people who were vacationing with Shanquella Robinson for her passing. For the first time in public record, all 6 people are being named by the lawsuit firm. The lawsuit is Daejhanae Jackson, Alysse Hyatt, Malik Dyer, Winter Donovan, Khalil, Cooke, and Nazeer Tyree Wiggins, the Cabo Six. The lawsuit also accuses both the U.S. Department of State and the Federal Bureau of Investigations of investigative failures and delaying justice. I do believe because they were so slow to act, that's one of the reasons why nothing was done, because they said, oh, it's too late with the evidence. The U.S. government was very slow to step in. It seemed like they didn't care. And I do remember there being rumors of Alysse Hyatt's father being very, very well connected with the governor and doing their best to make sure it didn't get out. Okay. The lawsuit seeks compensatory and punitive damages to address the profound emotional and financial toll, according to SUING Robinson. That's right. It's beyond a reasonable doubt in criminal court to send you to jail. But if you want to make sure those mofos never get another penny, well, yeah, they're going in the right direction. She says, I'm not going to bring back Shanquella Robinson, but I know the FBI should have done something after 2 years ago. Let's also not forget that during the investigation, even though they said they weren't bringing charges, when SUING Robinson, no relation, the attorney was like, yo, I think she works for the Ben Crump law firm, was like, yo, well, share the findings with us. Like, why aren't you pressing charges? They refuse to share findings saying it's an ongoing investigation. We haven't found anything. We haven't pressed charges, but we're going to keep this investigation open because why it's open, we can't share things with you. Yeah, it was really weird. And it drew, I believe that's where those rumors of Alysse Hyatt's dad's connection to the governor and whatnot really gained traction. She says, I know a lot of stuff that was in the phone of Shanquella Robinson that I gave to the FBI, and the FBI looked over it like it was nothing. It's like you just pushed my daughter up under the rug when you should have arrested these people. I'm fed up with this stuff. I need justice for my child. The lawsuit claims Shanquella Robinson was invited last minute after some other guests canceled. The family calls for the arrest and extradition of Daejhanae Jackson. That's the one that thought she was Rocky IV. Daejhanae Jackson, one of the 6 vacationing with Shanquella Robinson. During the trip, the lawsuit alleges Daejhanae brutally attacked Shanquella Robinson in a bedroom. It was caught on camera inside the group's villa. The lawsuit alleges Daejhanae punched Shanquella in the face, head, neck, and other parts of the body. At the time of the attack, Shanquella was naked and completely exposed, meaning they caught her off guard, probably when she was coming out of the shower. The lawsuit claims Shanquella was unable to respond or defend herself. No one called for help. Instead, they're accused of recording the attack and posting the video on social media. The lawsuit also states FaceTime was used to conduct a video call with Daejhanae's boyfriend so he could watch the attack. Oh. As WCN North Carolina previously reported, Shanquella's death certificate said she died 15 minutes after suffering a spinal cord injury and a broken neck. They had the video that went viral. The whole world saw the video, and there's still been no arrest since October 29th. What kind of system is this? The lawsuit alleges the group requested a doctor hours after the attack, but told, right, but told them Shanquella Robinson was dehydrated from drinking too much. The group refused to take her to the hospital despite the doctor's recommendation. The lawsuit alleges that the group interfered with life-saving efforts and lied to medical staff. The lawsuit alleges multiple counts of wrongful death, simple battery, negligence, conspiracy, and emotional distress. Now, they did call all of the Cabo Six. Listed in the lawsuit, only one person called back saying his attorney will be returning our call, but nobody's attorney has called. According to the lawsuit, the Cabo Six left left the trip a day ahead of schedule. It claims Daejhanae and Khalil Cooke returned Shanquella Robinson's belongings to her mother, offering their condolences, claiming she died of alcohol poisoning. They're saying on this anniversary of the death, uh, listen, the FBI field office is still on their original findings. They said the available evidence does not support a federal prosecution. As in any case, we're prepared to review and examine new information related to the investigation should become available. A legal team is accusing the FBI of failing to return Shanquella Robinson's property despite closing the case. The lawsuit states a request for records in their investigation was denied, with the FBI stating that if released, it could interfere with the enforcement proceedings. They've not communicated anything other than we can wait another 5 years for a public information request on what they did. So we had no choice but to file suit. They reached out to the FBI regarding the lawsuit, and a spokesperson for the FBI said this: the FBI's standard practice is to decline to comment on pending litigation. Yeah, listen, this would be a great issue for Kamala Harris or Trump, anybody, to get involved with and actually put forensics out there and get to the bottom of what happened. Shanquilla's passing was a nightmare. It was a horror. It was one of the biggest injustices that there's been so many, but it was one that sticks out for being notably. And the fact that Daejhanae Jackson, a woman that brutally on camera beat her daughter, many are alleging to the point of leaving this earth, came back with her best friend and stood in Shanquilla's mother's face and gave condolences. Yeah, they need to be held accountable. Y'all, what y'all think? I know I am happy for this. We are going to keep an eye on this. And if this goes to trial, baby, we will live stream the trial because I want to see those cowards, those liars, those abusers, those whatever you want to call them. I want to see them face justice and let the chips fall where they may. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.